It's interesting, I was reading a story on the news the other day where there was a car crash, and people were recording and videoing what had happened at the car crash, but no one had called the emergency services. And after a little bit, everyone started asking, did you call 911? And they all confirmed none of them had. They were all just recording what was going on instead of actually using a phone for its purpose, to speak up, to make a call that something had happened. As we come to our readings today, our first reading from the prophet Isaiah, "For Zion's sake I will not be silent, for Jerusalem's sake I will not be quiet." And then jumping forward to the gospel, we have situations where the mother of Jesus sees a problem, and what does she do? She speaks up. She says something. We are all called to speak up. We are all called to talk about what has happened. Christmas just ended 2 weeks ago, and yet we're still called to speak up about the birth of Christ. Easter is not here yet, so the resurrection has not happened yet in this liturgical year. But that does not mean we are not supposed to speak up about the resurrection or the crucifixion. We are called to speak up all our lives about our faith, about Jesus Christ, who was born, who lived, who preached, who taught, who was crucified, buried, and risen from the dead. Our whole lives, we are to embrace and lead by his teachings. And as St. Francis says, when necessary, use words. But we are supposed to speak up, to say something. We can take that example from the Blessed Mother. When she saw something was wrong, she spoke up to the person she knew could help. When Isaiah was speaking up back in our first reading, it was to the people who had become complacent, much like that news article I was reading, where everyone thought everyone else had made the call. If you see something good, say it. Compliment the person. If you see something wrong, say it. Call them out. If you feel the need to talk about your faith, do so. There's a reason we are all called to be Christians. It's to spread the good news of the gospel of our Lord Jesus Christ. Let us not be silent. Let us cry out.